Guys, it is Chiropractor, and for today's stream, this is going to be pretty serious if you are an American or if you're any of any of the countries involved in the Epstein files. You already know there's just a lot going on right now. I actually have heard that in other countries they actually have even more than we have in here in America. But I just will go ahead and I think those countries are at least Germany and somewhere else. And I also heard today that Germany has like laws that, like, yes, they have free speech, but that free speech does not protect hate. And that just made me like kind of emotional, just the thought of it. Like, just the fact that Germany got inspired by America and that's where all the hate comes from, but the only hate that we acknowledge is the Holocaust because they were white, right? And it's just like, no, like slavery is like really terrible. And colonization, all of that, it's still happening. All of it's still happening. Like, please look up colonization. I feel like these words, like, I didn't understand them like a year ago. The more you understand these words, what they actually mean and why it's so bad, you will be like, whoa, that is why that's so bad. So like colonization, and like oligarchy, oligarchy, that's when like billionaires are the ones who are controlling what's going on, not really the politicians. Basically, there's a lot to uncover here, but basically I just want to go through the Epstein files, like some of the stuff that has been coming out, and I feel like it just needs to be talked about. It's been on my mind heavily for like literally since it came out. Can't think about anything else. Like every single day I'm just thinking about it, and it's crazy because some people are just acting normal. And yeah, like I have coworkers that are like Trump supporters, and it's just crazy because even to this day, how could you support that even with what's coming out? But some stuff is censored, and I kind of have like a little theory that whoever was already interested in finding out that stuff, that's whose For You page it ended up on. And I've been really down the rabbit hole, so it's like I'm talking over myself because there's just so many like loopholes and rabbit holes, and it's just all connected. But yes, I will just go ahead and start with a video. So if you guys don't know like anything, right, about the Epstein files, basically Epstein, I did do a previous video going through like him, I believe. Let me check. You can go ahead and say that at this point, that one is like nothing, like compared to like all the, it's not nothing, but it's like, it's basically just there's so much more information out now about it. So here, let me look this up. It's weird. Okay, well, it's not coming up. Man, I don't know. Okay, but yes, basically I have made a video. Oh, there we go. So this was 5 months ago. So if you know absolutely nothing about him, I guess that is somewhere you can start. But I will just say, like, basically, he's like one of the biggest sex trafficking rings in the world. Like, he's like one of the people at the head, like one of the people at the top, right? So, with that being said, with all of these emails coming out, all of these Epstein files, lots of the Epstein files are emails if you have been keeping up. But, anyways, I will go ahead and click on some of these TikToks that I have saved here, because the reason I've saved all of these TikToks and the reason I'm making this stream today is because it's all been on my mind and it's all been just so freaking like heavy. So yeah.
Can I propose an idea you can do?
What?
You should go on the website where you can search on the files.
Oh,
and
well,
you should
maybe.
search up words like or names and see what pops up. You know, people have put on their own names and some people pop up because they'll be part of like an organization, and then they'll be like there was a woman that won an award for something and her name was in the files.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, it's crazy. Like, there's a, like, it's really notes, like, you could be in something random and then just happen to be in the files, I feel.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll go through the files on another stream, but for now, I'm going to be going through these TikToks. Okay. So, this one, it says that Epstein files contain over 900 references to pizza with unclear meaning. I think it means meaning. But yeah, unclear meaning. So, this email sent to Epstein. Subject: the pizza monster. You mean radiating a soft glow with TH equal sign. They have a lot of they talked in a lot of code, so yeah. TH equal sign look of bliss and excitement. Probably meant the look of a bliss and excitement. Yeah, that's the pizza sent from iPhone. Okay, sent from my iPhone. On April 26, 2016. Okay, so this one, I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza today. Thank you for letting us do that. Come on, that's not how you talk about pizza. Thank you for letting us do that? What do you mean by that? I will say all of this is allegedly, but it's allegedly in the way that I really believe that some crazy stuff is happening and some powerful people have ways to get out of things that they shouldn't have ways to get out of. And I don't even know if these people will be prosecuted as they should be, but I'll just say allegedly in that way. Okay. Let's say 4 p.m. It shouldn't take long. Maybe a couple of hours for the casting, and then they put ass. So casting. So it's probably like a casting call. Then I will make the pizza mold after. Pizza mold? I'll have it ready when you come back. Since we're not going crazy for detail, you can just wear either skin-tight nylons or just a thong if you want. Or nothing. It's entirely up to you. But I think this one is mostly going to be about contours. You know, that's how they would talk because they're sex parties, you know, they're inappropriate parties. So, of course, oh, you can wear nothing. Of course, that's what they would say. But, yeah. Holy shit. Chunky. I forgot about that. What time do you want to get pizza and grape soda tomorrow? Sent from my iPhone. Spoof on chandelier. The video I sent you with the amazing little girl dance. Totally loved it. Pizza party was great. We had a lot of fun. Stayed late. We all slept in yesterday morning. Your night was good? Send pizza to Bobby. Your pizza is yummy, yummy. Thank you for the pizza today. Really good. XO. No pizza for breakfast and go to your HW. Take care, Mike. Message sent via BlackBerry. Some parts are redacted as well. And also they protected all of these fucking to and froms, by the way. They protected all of these people that they're sending the emails to didn't protect the victims. They literally know what they're fucking doing. You cannot shit in my fucking face and tell me it's a butterfly. You literally redacted the names of powerful politicians, but you were able to let out the names of the victims, and that was an accident? Yeah, all right. So, um, may I bring in your slice of pizza to you, respectfully, Daphne? Daphne. I didn't do it. Here's my joke of the day. What does a gynecologist and a pizza boy have in common? They can smell it, but they can't eat it. Ew. Disgusting. Original message from Jeffrey Epstein vacation to blank. Redacted, you know. So yeah, lots of fucking redacted names of literally people that did terrible shit, but they didn't redact the names of victims. Which, by the way, you can say allegedly. I really don't give a fuck. I literally feel like they just off those victims. So yeah, I will get more into that actually later. Um, Also, I just want to say I think that pizza is going to be extra challenging to pull off. It's not chocolate or sugar, which starts out liquid and hardens. Under the best of circumstances, pizza dough can be a pain in the ass. Pardon the expression, to work with. Normally, you want to cook it lying flat. Even cake batter is easier, so just keep that in mind. It might be really hard to get the pizza thing to work, but I'll make you a bakeable mold. Disgusting, because I feel like they're talking about humans here. Allegedly. Yeah, there's nothing like cake, but fuck it. I'm just gonna say allegedly for everything I say, but I'm not gonna keep saying that shit. Like, you already know how I feel. Anyways. Um, Now this one really got me, and this is like the main reason that I'm making this stream today. So, yeah. Turn up the volume on this one. Make sure you can hear it.
Okay, so I was looking through the Epstein files because I like to be educated on what I'm talking about, and this really caught me off guard. Because you have a picture of a redacted face that looks like an underage child, and next to it is a candle. Well, when you scroll down, there are two babies on the feet of this table, and what's very off about this is these look placed there. They don't look connected to the table, and the table next to this, like, whole area does not match at all. I feel like people should be talking about this more, and if you want this to spread, look up, Dubai chocolate, so I don't get shadowed. Okay, so I was looking through the Epstein.
That is absolutely insane. This is what the elites are doing. I don't even want to call them that, because elites is like you're doing something good. Like you should be like, you're elite, right? You're like, you're cool or whatever. They're not elite. They're just pathetic. These nasty beings that are just running the world are literally doing stuff like this. These are literally two infants.
Like an underage child and placed there. They don't look at all babies on the feet of
two babies that they like basically cremated and mummified, right? And this could be one of like the pizza mold. Like, this could be like what they're talking about when they're mentioning that. Not sure, because I don't know how to decode their nastiness, but basically it could be that. We don't know yet. Either way, whatever it is, whatever, if this was pizza, whatever, like if this was what they meant by pizza, whatever it was, like, this is just terrible. So yes. And let me see. And then for this video, let me see. Okay, for this video, people were saying another rabbit hole. Dubai chocolate was apparently made so when you search it up, you won't find Dubai SC4 plus. So we will look that up since we're going down the rabbit hole today. So hold on. These are real babies made into statues, and it's like a shrine or altar. This girl might have been the mother of the babies. So that is literally what I feel as well. So I feel like they made a shrine to the mother and literally put her babies there. I don't even know what happened to the girl either. Like, the girl could be anywhere. She could be not alive as well. It's just all terrible. All the tacky gold is so Trump coded. The fact the FBI hasn't arrested anyone is actually crazy. Are we in hell? Yes, we are in hell. So yeah. So with this, I do want to just show this really quick. I looked up, can you show a mummy on Twitch? And it says, yes, you can show a mummy on Twitch, particularly in the context of gaming, example, the Mummy game, or educational, artistic, or horror-themed streams. I do feel like this is educational. I feel like all the American people, or all of the people that are affected, which, honestly, the whole world is affected by this shit, let's be for real. I feel like this is definitely educational. So, yeah. And I feel like it's also historical as well, because this is like, this should make the history books. This is terrible. This is what the people that are like, you know, running the world, making us do like god-awful things for a living. This is what they are doing. So, yes. I feel like we all need to be very informed about how bad and how deep these files truly go, because it is like the rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So let's look up Dubai SC4, because I don't know about that yet.
Are being lured and pushed into sex trafficking in Dubai.
It's Dubai's S trafficking, which I think I did hear about that, actually, maybe. Oh my god, I do think I heard about that a few years ago. That, you know, it's like nice and everything, but also, there could be like people trying to like do that there, like some like sex trafficking, yeah. Okay,
the so-called safest city in the world for women. BBC have started an investigation, and what they have found is beyond horrifying. They interviewed this lady called Lexi, who was tricked to go to the city of Dubai for this opportunity, and when she got there, she was pushed into sex work. She was crammed with 12 to 15 other African women in this tiny room, no AC, bunkers, like just imagine bunkers, wall to wall, beds everywhere, living conditions so horrific. I mean, you think of Dubai, all this glitz and glamour, that is not the reality. These women experience.
So that's basically that. You can look deeper into that.
All sorts of
SC4. Okay, but I want to go more into some other things that I have saved. Okay. So, let's see. Let me see. Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, so this is all. I just want to say, they just keep mentioning pizza, right? It's just crazy because it all ties back into Pizzagate, which was a thing when we were like teenagers. And it's just crazy because at that time it was like, okay, this could be true, but it's like so out there that hopefully it's not true, and like let's just leave it at that, like, because if that is true, that would be so bizarre, so terrible, right? It was like a conspiracy theory. All of these fucking conspiracy theories, by the way, And then we all watched these videos of, we all knew, like, oh, stuff is up, stuff is weird. We all always knew that, yeah, it's all coming to light and stuff is weird and stuff has been happening. So, yes, this is Ellen being weird at the 2014 Oscars about pizza. So, it all ties back into Pizzagate, which is crazy because Pizzagate, we already fucking had the conspiracy theories right there.
Hi. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? How's everybody doing? Good? Oh, hi, Happy? Carrie? Is anybody hungry? I just feel like everybody's got to be hungry right now. Good. I was hoping you'd say that because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison? Yes? Yes? All right. Too large? What do you think? I'm going to order some pizza. That's what I'll do. So I borrowed Pharrell's hat, and I thought I'd pass it around and get some money for the pizza, because nobody ever really, what do you have, Harvey? 200?
Like, are we really talking about pizza here? It just feels so weird, you know? Seems like we're talking about more of a pizza party, like a weirdo party, you know? Like, because what's going on here? Oh my god, me wondering if you... Sorry, I just realized that my phone... I cracked my phone yesterday, so... Yeah, there's like a little white line. Or it's actually green in person, but yeah. Okay, but yes, this is extremely weird, and yeah, I feel like Ellen's weird. Is she in the files? She has to be in the files, right? Alright, let's continue on. Let's find something else.
So they're not.
Okay, let's play this.
So they're not actually pro-life. They just didn't want their favorite meal to go out of stock. They're not actually pro-life. They just didn't want their favorite meal to go out of stock.
Literally, he clocked that because it's never been that. There's never been an instance where that side, the right, has proved that they're pro-life. They don't care about immigrant children being stripped away from their families, or their families being stripped away from them, or those children going in camps, or those children being deported for no reason, or those children being you know, like hassled by ICE for no reason. None of that, right? They don't care about black children being killed by the police. They don't care about black children being like racial profiled. They don't care about black children not feeling safe to do literally anything. They don't care about black families not being able to do anything. They don't care about black people not being able to, like, black children not being able to walk around and be treated normally. Like, they don't care about the children in the foster system, because they don't care about any reform for any laws for that. There's just so much proof that they don't fucking care about children. It's literally more about just wanting that workforce, you know? They want us to have more babies so that those babies will be their workforce in the future, or so that they can traffic those babies. Either way, they want to benefit off of us. What do we benefit having babies in this system? Nothing. So, yeah. Okay. So this video creeped me out.
When I was 16 years old, I was jumped by 4 dudes for $5. When I woke up from my unconsciousness, I still had my $5, my dignity, and now a traumatic brain injury. When I was 16 years old, I was jumped by 4 dudes for...
Oh, so it's not gonna let me freaking put it on full screen? That's weird. Okay.
When I was 16 years old, I was jumped by 4 dudes for $5.
Okay, I'll read it for you.
4
then.
dudes.
When I was 13 years old, I seen video proof of Epstein committing his crimes on
for
Twitter.
$5.
When I go back to look for the videos, they are completely wiped off the internet.
When I woke up from my unconsciousness, I still had my $5, my dignity, and now a traumatic
And it's worse than him just assaulting a minor.
brain injury. When I was 16.
So yeah, very creepy. Literally, they're wiping stuff, you know. Now, this is something I wanted to intercept and bring in as well, is because Michael Jackson, he had all of these allegations against him, and sadly I kind of was up in the air of like, like, is he good, is he not, like, did he do things, did he not, because I've heard, like, I feel like I've heard like kind of both sides of things, but yeah, now it's like completely different, and I feel like he was good, and I feel like Michael Jackson was doing everything to protect those kids. And I think I started feeling like that about last year when theories started coming out about like, oh, I think Michael Jackson was actually protecting those kids, like, and I completely believed it, completely made sense. You go back and you listen to his music, all of it completely lines up and makes sense. So you listen to his story, you listen to the end of his life, what he was saying in interviews. The fucking rabbit hole just connects through so many things, because fuck, is Sony involved at that point? Because Sony was fucking involved with fucking Michael Jackson, and then Sony, like, he literally died. Like, his doctor, like, apparently he died because doctor overdosed him. But what if Sony paid off that doctor to overdose him because he was protecting the kids? And then Sony, they make games that, like, kids like. So honestly, it's all crazy. It's all fucking weird. Anyways.
So they're saying Neverland is where Michael Jackson took children to protect them from what was being done on Epstein's island. And because he was going against their regime, they punished him and they flipped the script and made it appear as if he was the one abusing them, when in reality they were abusing them, and he was protecting the children, he was protecting the celebrities. And you have celebrities like Macaulay Culkin who've gone on record to protect and defend Michael Jackson. This all makes sense. It has finally come together. This man has been dead for so long, but now it's coming together. That's what the little birdie told me in the little research I did. I am appalled. Not only did he protect the children from the physical things that were being done to them, and you know what I'm saying, you just social media, you gotta be careful, but he also were protecting them from the social and emotional abuses that were occurring by advising Britney Spears to get out from under her dad before the conservatorship and things of that nature. This man was a lifesaver. Nonetheless, those of you who are like me, help me fact check this, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure this is right, but this is what I've been hearing up to this point, and it all makes sense. So they're saying...
Okay, so there's that, right? Then there's this one, which is a guy that came forward and just clarified that nothing ever did happen with him and Michael Jackson. So yeah, it's just like a little extra thing in case anyone has, wondered.
Never touched me, never touched anybody, as far as I know.
And you still have a positive view of Michael?
I do. But
You don't believe the stories?
no. And what I know is Michael was a gentleman, and he was respectful to every child that I saw him with and to me myself. So there was a group of kids, and we all...
Alright, so there's that. So basically, he thinks that he was good.
formed a bond. We were all friends with Michael, and I asked each one of those kids about their experiences, and every one of them told me the same thing that I experienced. Come on, this guy loved children. That was his thing. Not like that. Like, he loved children. He cared about the children. He wanted the world to be a better place. That's what he spoke for. That's what he stood up for. He loved the magic of it all. So you take somebody like that, and let's just think for a second. Let's say that's truly who he is. Let's say there is no other side.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you imagine what it must feel like in your soul, if that's your biggest love, your biggest passion, and all they're doing is trying to turn that very thing against you and say that you're the sicko, you're the other side of it. Do you know how you would feel waking up every morning? Michael Jackson was a witch hunt, okay? Let me just say this. As far as I know, he never touched me, never...
So that makes so fucking much sense. It just seems like Michael Jackson was that guy that realized all of the darkness and all that was wrong with Hollywood and was going to say something, and boom. Now he's someone that you should be worried about. Now he's someone that could be doing something to children when he was the one who was protecting children. And yes, I feel like those things did sound weird at the time, like, oh, he's letting children sleep at his house. But I just genuinely think it was for a different reason. Like, he'd rather have them at his house than like the modeling agencies for freaking Epstein or something, you know? Like, it just makes sense, just thinking about the times of it all, and like just doing the best he can do, probably with what power he had. But yeah, that's that. Okay, moving on. But yeah, I do think that you guys should look into this song really quickly. Let me show you. Because this one, I feel like it's very much important right now. I saw a comment that said, like, can we get this back to charting now? Come on, guys. It's like, let's just play it. So come on, if you see this video, play this song. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Now this one is weird, right? This one's weird to me because what the fuck? So it says history repeats itself. History in bold repeats in normal hashtag itself. Yeah, this one makes me extremely uncomfortable. All of these fucking people from the past and the present have lookalikes, and it's just so weird. So I actually don't think I can play the sound. I don't think so. I don't know. So let's just go through it. So this one's Epstein and then the dollar bill guy. And then this one's Jay-Z and some other guy. This guy and Abraham Lincoln. I don't know who that is. Maggie. Don't know who that is, but yeah. Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, that really looks like him. Yeah. This guy, that really does look like him. Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like this one, I would believe it. I could believe it's two different people just because it's not the exact same features. But I mean, if it's 100 years later, you can like shave off the ends of your eyebrows. That looks like all she did is just shave off the end of her eyebrows to like blend in. I'm a little scared now. Okay. Channing Tatum. That does look like him in the past. I don't really know him. I know his name. And then who doesn't like SZA mention him in a song, or someone I think mentions him. I don't know. This guy, yeah, that really looks like him. Johnny Depp. This really does look like Johnny Depp. Okay. This guy, that it could be a different guy. Conan O'Brien, pretty good match. Okay, this like Harry Potter guy, I think. I'm not sure. And I don't know. Okay. Eminem. No, this Eminem one really looks like Eminem. Like, who the hell is that? Was he a war person? Who is that? This guy looks like that guy. Matthew McConaughey. Steve Carell. Yeah, he looks like that guy for sure. That could be his his bloodline for real. That really looks like him. Now, Greta, this one was creepy for me, you know. This one really does look like Greta. Like, it really does. Brad Pitt. This one really does look like Queen Latifah. It looks a lot like her. Ellen. The Ellen DeGeneres one takes me out. But, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's kind of there. This one is kind of funny. Rupert Grint. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Those lookalikes are really creepy. I feel like the Epstein one is what really creeped me out though, because Ho, is you the dollar bill? What is going on? Okay. Anyways, so let me see. I think you guys should look into this guy. He's going down like a rabbit hole on TikTok. Thing I told you. But this is like other stuff. This is like deeper. Like this is more about like if we're like alien beings and stuff. It's more of like a deeper rabbit hole. But honestly, I fucking can't even cross off anything. Literally like 10 years ago, I thought like, oh, Pizzagate, probably not real. Just a crazy theory. Honestly, I didn't really fully know about it. It's just I just kept hearing about it. But even Pizzagate, Watergate, all these fucking gates, I don't really know about them. The only fucking gates I know about is fucking Dramagate with like fucking like Trisha Paytas, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, like all the makeup gurus. You know, I know about that shit, but I don't know about Pizzagate. I need to look into it. Again, because I feel like it was just like I heard the theories, but it was just like in passing, like it just didn't even it didn't fully grasp, you know. But yes, definitely look into him. Oh my god, he changed his name to Jamal from On My Block Perfect, because this guy's definitely giving that, and his username is EJ___1728. So yeah, I think 4_1728. So yeah, definitely go look into him and his rabbit holes, his theories. Lord,
I'm sorry, that man is genuinely alive and well.
Oh yeah, so this is another theory. People think that he's alive. I agree.
Lord, I'm sorry, that man is genuinely alive and well. That man is alive and well in his secret little bunker and is not real. Let's be clear on that. Do you think that they would genuinely let that man who was orchestrating this globalized network of pedophiles, you think they would just take him out and the whole thing just collapses? That little time jump in his prison hanging, yeah, they got his ass out. They got his ass out.
I didn't fucking know about that shit. That's not common knowledge, and it's for a fucking reason. I didn't know there was a time jump with then him dying and him getting escaped from prison, all that bullshit. There was a time jump. Apparently, like, he fucking was already out of the prison at a certain time, but then apparently he died at a certain other time or some bullshit. I don't even know. Look into that as well. There's too many rabbit holes for me to, like, go like deep down every one. I'm just kind of touching on everything, and you can like take this and like find which one concerns you the most and go down it. For me, it'll be like the mummified babies. That I feel like that like the whole pizza, that whole weird rabbit hole is something that we should all go down and figure out as much as we can about it. But I'm just trying to get through different theories.
Their main pusher with all the logistics, all the operations. And I'm so sorry, you guys are going to be waiting for an eternity for any sort of justice. They're going to have a few sacrificial lambs, but that's it. This is a global matrix of patriarchal, colonial fucking terror. And it is so naive to think that the whole thing...
Colonialism is bad too.
just goes up in flames because the head kingpin is allegedly dead. The only way that this shit collapses is if all of these people involved are no longer in existence, okay? If there's no mass movement to shut this shit down, they're just gonna reshuffle. Oh, and I'm sorry, that man is...
Yeah, so completely agree with her. And let me just show you something.
How long are you gonna be streaming?
I don't know.
I wanted to do stuff with you, that's why.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so this is like a debunked theory. Actually, I don't think I should show it actually since it is debunked. But basically they thought that this was, I'm just gonna show it, fuck it. They thought that this was Epstein, but I think it was debunked. So, I don't know. How did they debunk it? I think it was AI or something. It's supposedly AI pictures and deepfake. Yeah, so I don't believe he's alive, but all these are AI images. You can see the Gemini watermark. So, yeah, apparently it's AI. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. So, this one was weird.
If we really find out that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive because of Fortnite, I think that I'm going to mentally just have to shut my brain off, because there are people saying that they can prove that Jeffrey Epstein's Fortnite account was still active after official court documents are stating that he was found in his cell. So in the Epstein files that were released recently by the Department of Justice, they showed an email that came from Fortnite after Epstein purchased V-Bucks. And it shows Jeffrey Epstein's username in the email, and it was Littlest Jeff 1. Yeah. Now, what I don't think that they realized is that Fortnite has a
Yeah, that's the weird part. Like, the whole, like, Littlest Jeff 1, that was apparently his Fortnite username. Keep that in mind.
Tracker. And that tracker will track the stats of the user on Fortnite, and it shows the stats connected to the username Littlest Jeff 1. So some very great investigative social media users, clearly better than the Department of Justice apparently, were able to look at the Fortnite tracker and find out that that account that is connected to the same one that Fortnite gave the confirmation of purchasing the V-Bucks was active between August 2019 and October 2019, and even active up until 2025. About a couple of days ago, that account was deactivated, which furthermore brings the suspicion of, is Jeffrey Epstein alive? Then you have Fortnite making a statement about it, saying that it was a ruse from another player who changed their name to Littlest Jeff 1. But why would Fortnite even be saying anything? And how does Fortnite even know? And on top of that, what about the email sent from Fortnite to Jeffrey Epstein stating his username was Littlest Jeff 1 that was released by the Department of Justice in the Epstein files? So now Fortnite is also...
Yeah, they're fucking complacent in that shit. Why are you hiding fucking Epstein on your fucking game? Like, is the Fortnite creator in the Epstein files? What's going on? What's really tea here? Because seriously, why is everyone protecting everyone? Seriously. Like, if you're protecting this shit, you're in it at this point. Any company that doesn't want these files released oh yeah, you must be in the 3 million that are not out yet, because 3 million are released. Maybe the 3 million that are released don't like show you like companies that are like bad, right? Maybe those 3 million files will show you like a bunch of politicians, a bunch of companies, a bunch of just little niche shit that you can't even fucking think of. Everything is tied to this shit. Everything's tied to this shit.
Why was the account deactivated, Fortnite? If it's not Jeffrey Epstein, if it's just another user who changed their name, why was it deactivated? Y'all, is Jeffrey Epstein really alive right now? Like, for real. If we really find out.
And yeah, so I feel like it's true. And then, of course, he's alive. That man is in Tel Aviv. And then someone said, there's too much shit happening in our timeline. Our history books are going to be insane. And then someone said, you cannot have the same username as someone else. It literally will not let you. So. And then someone said, girl, aside from Fortnite, look at all the stuff going on. They hung a random man and walked him out of jail. So I do think that that happened. And then the fact that video gamers are able to find all of this tells me the Department of Justice aren't really looking. And then they said, oh my god, check Roblox now. So real. And then this person said, if I faked my death, I'd be playing video games soon after. So the math is mathing. So, yeah. Literally makes sense. Let me see. Okay. Now, another thing connected to the Epstein files. I see.
And if it couldn't get worse, Jeffrey Epstein's wife, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, owns McGraw-Hill textbooks, our modern-day understanding of all history, distributed to all colleges in America. Yay! Yippee! Oh, and her sister, Isabel, Jezebel, should be, is a tech freak, and she's affiliated with tens and tens of tech companies, including Amber Alert, the company for missing children. Because I'm about to freak out, I gotta go. And if it couldn't get worse, Jeffrey...
So, they're connected to the fucking Amber Alert. These fucking human traffickers are fucking connected to the Amber Alert to let you know if you're missing, if you're okay. And what have we always said? What was another conspiracy theory that we said a few years ago? Those pictures in Walmart. What if they're human trafficking those kids in Walmart? Those fucking kids that are shown in Walmart. Yes, it's probably fucking true. Everything that has come to thought, that we have thought, oh, they're probably doing that shit, don't even put it too far past you. It probably is true. Now, this is connected with Justin Bieber. I guess he said stuff about Yummy. I didn't fully watch it. I just saved it. I knew I wanted to make a video, so I some of these things I didn't fully watch through. So let's watch it together.
There were so many Epstein Files connections to Justin Bieber's Yummy video. First, let's talk about how he promoted this song by using a bunch of pictures of babies with the hashtag Yummy, and also wrote Yummy and pizza. And this word Yummy was used like 300 times in these Epstein Files. I haven't seen anybody point this out, but at the end of the video, there's a baby pig on the table. At the start of the video, we see him walking through the kitchen, going to the table with the old rich people as if he's being served. They have very young people as the entertainment. They show this girl, and here's her outfit, but we'll get into that. There's also paparazzi in the kitchen as in being filmed at this party. You see Justin with a sandwich in front of him, guarded by a piece of bread. On the sandwich is this red cherry or olive with red little sticks in them, which later becomes black with black sticks. Serving disgusting food with peas, P. Diddy, and this pink. I wanted to point out this looks like a pizza. You see Justin with a pink drink in front of him, messing around with this guy's glasses. All the adults are taking turns sitting down with him. You see an entertainer and Justin's cat in the middle of the table representing him entertaining. And that's when we see the black olive cherry. We also see the Puffs, Puff Daddy. During the lyrics, lost control of myself, I'm compromised. Annie winks. We see this pink goo with circus peanuts on top. During the words, you ain't never running low on supplies. And the pink drinks, so think about the pink stuff at these parties. What do you think these peanuts could represent? We see them reaching for the food and them devouring the food. Justin with water and the pink drink, we see him messed up. Girls in white come out from under the table. Notice he's taking things off. We got the white party. Remind you of anybody? And the dance moves are eating. This, we see that red outfit on the chair. After the party, that outfit is there. We see this man eating cake. Allegedly could be this guy who founded the record label with Diddy. We see this guy with a bunch of pink drinks who looks similar to L.A. Reid. A baby pig on the table. Why a baby? Don't people usually like the big one? We see his plate with the cake, peas, and the cherries representing innocence, and then young him with the words yummy. Also used him in a cake holding a cherry to promote this. He had mental breakdowns during the filming of this. Ellen asked him what this song was about. He said his intimate life and then sipped tea. Alleged and entertainment purposes only. There were so many Epstein files.
His intimate life and then sip tea. That's the cover up. I really always thought that shit was about Hailey Bieber, and I was like, wow, like it's all right, but it's not the best. It's not the best love song, right? But no, it's not a love song. It's not about like, oh, like my wife has the yummy. No, it's like more of a double entendre. Like that's like the cover up, and honestly, she could be involved. I'm gonna throw that out there. Well, I don't want to say too much, but not like her specifically, but I will say that I feel like her family couldn't be involved in some way, just because of the fact that her family has always been rich, and like they already came from money. Justin Bieber didn't come from money. Justin Bieber came from being this little kid, you know, strumming the guitar in Canada on the street, you know. Him and Hailey Bieber are not the same, you know.
Justin Bieber came from the streets?
Yeah. And from YouTube, and Hailey Bieber was like stalking him, and she like ended up with him and whatnot. Her dad probably like freaking told her to go be with him anyway, because he can probably tell that he was gonna make money, whatever. But the thing is that her family already came from money, so you know, her family could be involved in like weird stuff anyway. You know, I'm not gonna say it for sure. It's just that like, you know, a lot of these rich families are involved in stuff, you know. It's just kind of the business at this point, as you can see for these Epstein files, right? It's literally kind of a part of like the American business, the Hollywood business, all of it, which the Hollywood business is a part of the American business. I'm sure that Hollywood makes a ton of money for America. I'm sure that like all over the world, like people have probably seen like one American movie, or like one movie like that was from America, so they probably do make a lot of money from Hollywood itself. So it's all just connected for real. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, that was insane. Oh my god, the interview about Ellen asking Justin about Yummy makes so much more sense now she knew. Did y'all notice the morgue fridges too? No, that's creepy. He was pushing for Yummy so hard too. This song has more advertising than any other song in his discography. That is so fucking true. I remember that he really wanted us to hear that one, I feel. Watching how many adults publicly touched him inappropriately and said sexual things about him on TV shows, we know how crazy things were happening behind closed doors. That is so fucking true. Like, the fact that they just felt so comfortable to just say these things and just sexualize children in Hollywood, in and out of Hollywood, whether these children were Hollywood or not. They felt comfortable to do these things in public because of how bad it really got in private. So they can use plausible deniability all they want in public and be like, oh, it's fine, it was just this, it was just that. But truly, like, they're thinking and doing so much worse in private, more than what's even shown, more than what you can even comment on, you know. So it's like you can let that one thing go, but it's like you don't even know what they're I don't even know where I'm going with that. Honestly, you can't let that one thing go, but you can like think, like, you can like let it pass. You'll be like, oh, it's a passing comment, but it can be so much deeper, basically. Can we also talk about how hard this video recording was for him? Multiple breakdowns during it. It's in his YouTube documentary. That's crazy. And then for Elena asked, she was bullying him in plain sight. The baby pig, a lot of people claim humans taste like pork. Ew. He's a victim, he tried to tell us. That's so sad. Those eyes are threatening. Disgusting fucking eyes. Disgusting. Disgusting. I'm glad I don't like her anymore because I found out she was rude to her fucking workers. Okay, moving on. Is this one about
Jeffrey
Epstein?
Epstein.
Okay, this one's about Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein's youngest victim, hear me out, was still attached to the umbilical cord. Y'all are not mad enough. Life Touch Photos, who did the photos in JCPenney's and
So, yes.
your children's photos in your school were used.
So, Life Touch Photos and JCPenney Photos, right? That brand, Life Touch, that we all fucking literally know and use, right? This fucking brand that we all know and use as Americans. We could all potentially be in those fucking files. Those 3 million not released, you never know what's in it. 3 million's a lot of space, in my opinion. I mean, that can be front and back page. And then also, you need to consider that, like, even out of the 3 million that are released, some are like completely blacked out and released, blacked out and redacted. So they're saying like, oh, 3 million are released, but it's not even really 3 million are released. Like, and the fact that there's 6 million in total, or honestly, there could be more. Who knows what was destroyed, what evidence was destroyed, right? There was probably evidence destroyed. There was probably stuff they were able to get rid of, right? Boom. 6 million things they were able to get their hands on. Out of half that are released right now, 3 million are released right now. Do you know how many times Donald fucking Trump is mentioned in the Epstein files? Out of what's released so far, he is mentioned 1 million times in what is released so far. Out of 3 million released, he is mentioned in 1 million. Meaning, he is released in 33.3% of the files that are released right now. Yet he's still sitting in office right now. Happily sitting there, happily getting paid. And we're just happily working, doing our duties. For what? For what? When is justice going to be served? When is something going to happen? But yes, Life Touch. Life Touch,
Jeffrey
guys. Literally fucking Life Touch. Like,
Epstein's youngest victim, hear me out, was still attached to the umbilical cord. Y'all are not mad enough. Life Touch Photos, who did the photos in JCPenney's and your children's photos in your school, were using your children's photos as a catalog for Epstein to go through. Y'all are not mad enough. Beyonce was...
That's disgusting. So they would come to our schools, take our pictures, give them to Epstein so he can just, oh, let me just flip through and choose which ones I want. Like, think about all the missing children that there's never been an answer for. That could be the answer. You know, it could be sex trafficking, which honestly we've already kind of known that, like, oh, sex trafficking is a really big problem. I think around like 2016, 2018, we were finding out like sex trafficking is a really big problem. We have to be careful out there, blah blah blah. But how deep did we know that our government was just so wrapped into it and just so in the sex trafficking, and a part of the reason that we can't feel safe, right?
Was found in the Epstein files, giving up to 16 of her fetuses for Epstein, and states in one of her songs, 16 carriages, I gave them away while I watched them all get their plate. What the You're...
That's what that was about? So, you know, I did see there was theories with Beyonce, so that's crazy. Man, just free Beyonce, for real. Like, seriously, free Beyonce, because there's like theories with that too. I did a deep dive. I think that was my Diddy deep dive. So if you want to look at that one, I think in that one I touch on Beyonce and Jay-Z as well, and yeah, like that Hollywood section of it, I think. And yeah, so that like that that rabbit hole is crazy, and there's more coming out about it. Like 16 carriages. She was on the Epstein file or on the Epstein Island, and that's why. What?
Her songs, 16 carriages. I gave them away while I watched them all get their plate. What the?
I'm about to. Oh no! I'm about to be listening to Beyonce songs and listening to her lyrics because I feel like she's like releasing stuff for us to know stuff. And you know, that's the thing also. I will just do a quick little mention of Kanye West. Like, I know that he's like crazy, we don't like him, whatever, but the thing is that I don't know if he was cloned or replaced or some shit. I don't know anything about any of that bullshit. But all I do know is I remember there was a time where he was crashing the fuck out about his children, saying that he doesn't trust Kim Kardashian, saying that he doesn't want, you know, anything happening to them in Hollywood. And I always thought that was like pretty valid. But just, you know, just the way things were coming out, you know, and then I don't know. And then also I feel like he seemed like anti-Semitic, but what if he was trying to tell us something? Like, oh, Israel is not to be trusted. Yeah. But I'm not going to say like he's a valid source to trust or anything, but I'm just going to say that maybe we should like I'm just gonna say maybe we should like re-look into those things that he was saying, and let's just check up on him and make sure he's actually him and make sure he's actually okay. Moving on.
You're joking. What is this life? Y'all are not looking into this deep enough. Go through the files. Go through them. Take the time. Don't sit here and say you know the Epstein files if you did not go through them. Also, the government released these files as PDFs. Did you know that if you change the .pdf to .mov, they're actually movies? They're lying to you, and they redacted people's names and photos that actually were not victims because they're trying to hide shit. But in some of those clips and some of those emails, it shows a small tidbit of the redacted statement or a redacted photo, and ChatGPT will actually read through all of those images and tell you what it says. Do a better job next time. They redacted stuff where like only half of the sentence was covered, and so ChatGPT could literally read it. They talked about cream cheese in several statements, in several emails. What was cream cheese? Some of y'all are saying it's vernix off of a baby. If you don't know what vernix is, it's the stuff that babies are covered in, that white stuff when they come out of their mother's womb. But that's not it. That's disgusting, but that's not it. A little boy came on here and did an interview with someone, I don't know who it was found in the Epstein files, where he talks about going to a party of Epstein's, being tied down while he watches Epstein and whoever the fuck else. He said some names, I don't know who they are, can't remember, and says that they cut these open to gain access to their intestines. And that was where the milk that they drink from their mother, stored and curdled like cottage cheese or cream cheese, and they scooped that out and ate that on their bagels. Y'all are not fucking mad enough. And for any of you who believe that Trump had nothing to do with this or was not in the Epstein files at all, you're delusional. His photos are all over. His emails with Jeff are all over. Photos of him with Jeff on the plane are all over. In his home, they're all over. He had underground tunnels dug all the way through his house into the ocean to other islands in the Virgin Islands, where these tunnels were used to transport the children, hear me out, that were going missing in America. Not just in America, 90% of them were in America, but other countries as well. They were transported in shipping containers, brought over to the Virgin Islands, secretly transported under those tunnels to Epstein Island, where they were never seen again. And here's where it gets crazy. Hear me out. All of you guys who had this conspiracy that Wayfair and Walmart had prices at $100,000 for a cabinet or $100,000 for a chair.
So that's another one that just really, that one, I feel like that one really gets all of us, because that one was one that we thought was like real as well, like the Wayfair one. We were like, oh, that's so fucking weird. There's a cabinet on here for $100,000 named after someone missing. That's fucking weird, right? We're like, oh, okay, they're doing some weird shit. They came out and said blah blah blah, it's not that. We kind of all forgot about it, whatever. But I kind of just always thought, like, you know what, that brand is fucking weird. But just for it to all just come back full circle. And you know what's crazy? I'm still fucking hearing Wayfair ads. Why are these bitches not in prison right now for having that shit on their website?
You had conspiracies because the names of that cabinet would be Rebecca or Tony or little Tommy. And you had conspiracies that these cabinets and chairs were of young children that were being taken. Your conspiracies were right. It came out in the Epstein files. Wayfair is in the Epstein files, and they were selling furniture, $150,000 furniture with the name Little Sarah or whatever, and that was of a child. That was of a child. You're not mad enough. You're not fucking mad enough. Use your voice. Speak up. I might lose my platform for this. Do your research. Jeffrey Epstein's.
So, yeah, Wayfair, they're just terrible. Also, this one's gonna go back to the Kardashians. This one's gonna bring in back to the Kardashians, back to Kanye West. This one's going to be bringing in North West, because she made some drawings when she was a little kid that were actually extremely creepy, and I didn't know about them until I saw this TikTok.
While we're on the topic of the Kardashians and the Epstein files, can we please talk about Northwest's creepy ass drawings from when she was younger? Specifically in relation to a woman named Juliet, who is a verified survivor of Epstein, who claimed that she witnessed Epstein fucking shapeshift into a goddamn fucking lizard person. She said she didn't witness the change herself, but she was like looking at him and he was normal. She looked away, looked back, he's the creature. She looks away, looks back, he's normal again. And at this point, if you're ruling anything out for sounding too crazy, you're fucking dense. You're fucking slow. Like, let's be real. The more that comes out, I think it's safe to assume whatever we think is in there, it's a million times worse than the worst we can imagine. Juliet described him as a creature with big black eyes, and she drew what she remembers seeing, and the tongue really stood out to me because it reminded me of this drawing of North's, which is like, hello. And also this one, the tongue, and the big ass black eyes. Hello? Pass me the tinfoil hat. I want one. While we're on the topic of the Kardashians.
So yes, who knows what Northwest was exposed to and why Kanye West was crashing out? Because if she was drawing those things as a kid, no wonder he was crashing out. She could have been describing scary parties that she's been to with her mom, and she's like, oh yeah, I was at this crazy party and this guy turned into a lizard, and he's probably crashing the fuck out like, oh no, take my baby away from that little hoe, Kim Kardashian, I don't trust that little bitch. And I completely get it, okay? I get it. So, moving on. That's why I don't fucking like the Kardashians anymore, because ever since I saw that shit with, like, the gimps, with, like, Kim Kardashians with, like, toddlers and gimps, I was like, oh, fuck no. They're weird with kids. They have kids and they're weird with kids. It's not adding up. I don't like it. I stepped away, took a step back. Don't like them anymore. I don't trust them anymore. Moving on.
I don't want to try.
Alright. So, you guys know the guy from That's So Raven. He came out with a theory. Well, not a theory. He came out with something that happens in Hollywood and let us all know about it. And I want to share that information with you guys today because, you know, it's something that happens in Hollywood. It's a part of it's honestly all kind of connected, right? So here, let me play it for you.
Panda. So you got Panda Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much, when you see black eyes like Blueface and like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else. Okay, and so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes, and they do this so you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities. They all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in, and it's one big society.
So
Panda. So you got
basically that's like a Hollywood thing. So, you know, it's another rabbit hole in Hollywood. You know, they do this thing to you and give you panda eyes. So probably kind of like a humiliation ritual or something of the sorts. So yeah, just another thing to be wary of in the rabbit hole. Let me see. Now, I'm gonna play. Okay. Oh, this is creepy. Okay. I just clicked on a creepy TikTok I had saved. Okay, so this one.
Going through the Epstein files all night. I don't even remember what keyword I searched to find this. I haven't seen any videos about it, but there are letters from one of his victims, her stating that Epstein and Ghislaine used her as an incubator to have a baby that they then took. And this girl is like being held captive somewhere because in the letter she's like, please, is anyone going to find me? I'm about to show them. This is what her actual letters look like, but they've been deciphered. She just stacks letters to make the words. Let's read. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Don't speak, she doesn't talk. I can't stop shaking and it's been a week. A decision was made, but I can't tell Jeffrey. These things happened. Why didn't I close my eyes fast enough? The doctor was different again. I think from Israel. He had kind eyes, but didn't speak directly to me. This was different. A shot and those rod-like things had a hook and so much pain. Ghislaine said to push all the pain away. I don't understand. Blood and water all over the bed, and she was right. Like a feeling when your tummy hurts and you have to push. She said to close my eyes and put her hands over my eyes, but I didn't close them because of these tiny cries. I'm so lost. I saw between her fingers this tiny head and body in the doctor's hands. It reached its tiny arm up and had a tiny foot. I closed my eyes and no more. And no more cries. I don't understand. Just say these things happen, but he doesn't believe that. They yelled and screamed, and he said it will be the same in a couple months, and she said he was fed up with it all. And she said she was fed up with it all. I don't understand what is going on and no one will tell me. I can't go to school like this. I can't stop shaking. Why won't anyone make it stop? I know Ghislaine is trying, but nothing changes. Why didn't I close my eyes? I can't stop shaking. I can't go to school like this. And she's talking about her tummy. Like, this is a child, no? In the hall, Ghislaine said she was beautiful. She was, not is. She was a beautiful girl. I heard her. Where is she? Why did she stop whimpering? She was born. I heard the tiny cries. I can't do this anymore. There's also collages she made with notes. You can pause to read. He was right. A couple of months and 2 pink lines with a hold on being with others until after it was positive. I want to die. Why didn't she protect me? As long as I'm wearing what you want, there is no respect for me as a human. I'm nothing but your property and incubator. You only trust me when I am under your complete control. I will never trust another man ever. I am the only one who provides and sacrifices everything. I give and give out of terror, and you take all of me. You need me to continue keeping us all connected. Unlike drugs, a child's body can be sold over and over. This is not surprising, but there is no such thing as a child prostitute. They are children and cannot consent. They are missing the biggest in my own backyard and so many more. Like Mar-a-Lago and Where I See Mr. Joe and Mrs. Ann. Please release me from this torture and hell. This clipping. Controlled all by Jeffrey all the time. Get away from it all and go to New Mexico? What in the hell? This makes no sense. What about school? Behind the scenes, he is now controlling everything when it used to be Ghislaine, who some days acts like she hates me. Secrets of all of them. I am tired of keeping this secret. I know people are wondering, but I can't tell. I'm exhausted. Broken promises. I don't understand why she is treating me on some days like I'm the enemy, but then we lay in bed together and she's how she used to be, warm. He makes her feel my tummy, and it's so sad and confusing. Superior gene pool? Why me? It makes no sense. Why my hair color and my eye color? This feels very Nazi-like, but I'm thinking about these stupid, insane theories he has. I guess in his mind it makes sense. Epstein was huge on eugenics. I miss the person I was before I was made into what feels as a human incubator. My heart belonged to her. She was so very beautiful. She was perfect. I can't bring myself to write what happened. I am beyond broken. I only got 10 to 15 minutes to hold and feed her before they took her. She is mine. I want her back. Distraught. Help me. Please, can't anyone find me? And she clipped that with a National Geographic clipping with the date on it, September 2003. Barely survived all those procedures. My heart is gone. More clippings. April 22nd, I had no choice. I wasn't ready and she wasn't ready. My mother had found me and it was urgent. After so many bonding moments with Jeffrey, Ghislaine, their baby inside me, with me in the middle, she wouldn't even look at me. It's giving Handmaid's Tale. This isn't Handmaid's Tale? This isn't Handmaid's Tale? I was alone except for a new driver, an elderly French lady whose pictures on the wall didn't have her. She had a thick accent and was kind. She said she had been born to deliver babies and had been doing so before I was born. Similar as the last one, with shot and hook, but too much blood, with so much water and unbearable pain. She put her hands inside of me and seemed worried. I'll put the rest in another part. I'm going through the Epstein files all night.
Completely insane. Here, let me... Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the premise of Handmaid's Tale. Okay, the basic storyline. Why does it just always give me AI overview? Okay. Okay, I'll just tell you. It's fine. I know it. So the premise of Handmaid's Tale is that women have to have children unconsensually, completely without anything that they want. Like, they're literally, like, nothing of their autonomy is their own. They're, like, literally, like, in this system where they have to wear this red outfit, red cloak. They have to have children for, like, the man and his wife. Basically, that's the premise of the show. You can look into it more. I do think it's a good watch. I think it's a good show. It's sad. It's a very sad show, but it's a good show. I feel like it's good. Is that the washer? Yeah. But yeah, it's a good show. I would recommend it. But yeah, so okay. Okay, so
something.
Now, at the end of it all, for the Epstein files to have been released at this rate, and for them to actually be giving us all of this, people were saying like, hey, I feel like they're hiding something. I feel like they're distracting us from something if they're doing this. If they're giving us all this information willingly, what are they hiding? What aren't they telling us, right? This is a TikTok I saw.
Everyone keeps saying that they're distracting us from something bigger with the release of the Epstein files, and you were 100% correct. In the first week of February, we found cures to 6 different types of cancer.
So, 6 cancer cure claims suddenly went viral after the US left the WHO. So the US was holding the WHO back, sounds like to me. But February 1st to 4th, pancreatic cancer, February 3rd to 5th, colon cancer, February 3rd to 7th, colorectal lung metastases, February 6th to 7th, HPV related cancers, February 7th to 8th, blood cancer, leukemia. That's a big one that a lot of people have, by the way. February 4th to 8th, Russia cancer vaccine, various types. Which, by the way, if they have the fucking cure for the fucking blood cancer / leukemia, they probably have the cure for my shit too, which I have had TTP. So, which is a blood disorder. It just, I feel like there's so many medical advances that we could be at this point in life. We're literally in 2026. We're supposed to be having flying cars, you know, time traveling, all this shit. Yeah, the people that have all that money, they're trying to time travel. They're trying to do all this cool shit. They're curing their cancer. Not ours, though. No. No, not ours, though. But yes, I believe there is a cure for everything, and they have been silencing a lot of people for years now. I completely agree with that. I feel like everything that there is a problem with, they can find a solution. It's just a matter of if they want to. You're telling me that COVID had to take us out for all those months and they couldn't fix it a little bit sooner, make us live a little bit better? They could have, first of all, because, you know, in other countries, COVID wasn't as big as a problem as it was for the United States of America. We couldn't just do one simple thing. We couldn't social distance. We couldn't fucking wear a mask, right? Other countries that were able to do that, like China, for instance, like, you know, other developed countries, they were able to get that COVID down and were able to not die a bunch. Like, not a bunch of people were just dying from COVID for other countries. That was an American issue, okay? Which is some bullshit. It was a Trump issue because he was not good with what he was doing, right? Now, the thing about COVID is, here, let's see if we can find these Epstein files, right? Okay, so the thing about, oh, and they're asking me if I'm 18 years older. People were pointing out how ironic that is, because we're your victims. Were the people that you're literally releasing their names? No, they weren't, but you still released their names. All right.
Wait, what are you looking at?
Department of Justice. Okay, so anyways, so for the Epstein files, let me see.
They all just states because.
Okay, so for COVID, people were pointing out that in the Epstein files, they already talked about COVID long before it happened. And you know what's crazy? You know, it's so fucking crazy. Like, you know what's so fucking insane? I already felt that shit. I already had these theories within me. It's like I have these things and I just, like, I let them pass because I'm like, it's just too crazy, whatever. It's just whatever, I'll just let it go. It's not even that. It's just like, it's more of like, okay, well, no one's gonna listen, no one's gonna talk about it, so just move on, you know? But basically, I already knew this shit because I already seen a video of literally I literally seen a video of what happened for COVID. But I seen it after COVID had already happened, had already started. But that video was before COVID was even a fucking thing. Literally. So, it's like, there's just so many connections. Okay. So let me Let me try to see if I can find that really quick. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it. But basically, I found a video of literally them saying exactly what happened with COVID. It was like, oh, a virus spreads that is named coronavirus, and it's like if you're next to someone, you can get it and you can die from it. Like, it was literally just exactly what's happening, and it was not released when COVID happened. It was released way before. Here, let me see if I can filter this. Damn. I can't filter it to like really old. I can only filter it to like, oh, just this year. I think it was like maybe around 2018. Man, it's just an old video. Wait. I think it might be this. Okay, event 201 pandemic exercise highlights reel. Is it this?
Public health agencies have issued travel advisories, while
No,
some
it's
countries
not
have
this.
back.
Man. Okay, I guess the source is gonna have to be Trust Me Bro, because this 100% happened, and I did talk to people about it. I showed people. It's just, it's not, I can't find it now. Of course, they're gonna cover their tracks, of course, right? It's just one of those things that just makes you feel insane, right? But who cares? Doesn't matter. It's in my brain. I know it happened. Anyways, Epstein library. Okay, let's go ahead and look
Oh,
up
you are gonna look up the files?
a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna look up I'm gonna look up Corona. I'm gonna look up Corona.
What are you putting?
Corona.
Like coronavirus?
Yeah.
How does it even pop up?
Huh. Coronavirus response. The Department of Justice is... Did you put too many things in there? The Department of Justice is remaining vigilant in detecting, investigating, and prosecuting wrongdoing related to the crisis. Implementing the Secretary of Defense coronavirus disease. Coronavirus. These are 2021. Whoa.
I don't think I put too much stuff. I think it's like I think it's more like all of the clothes went on one side, so it started like spinning unevenly.
Okay. Okay, so or no. Let's just put virus. National Center for Disaster Fraud. Is this even like Epstein stuff?
I don't think you have the right thing.
Okay. Coronavirus. Okay. Okay. Huh. So this is 2020. The subject is Epstein. I'm so fucking good, I even impressed myself. So who has greenlighted the milk and degenerate fat Leon, Black Apo, and the degenerate Steve Schwarzman VX to take over the insurance industry. Individual states regulators, sure, but there seems to be a monumental disagreement between the Trump White House and states today. More to it, abso-fucking-lutely.
What is it?
I don't know.
Did they say black people?
I think so.
What? When you
I
search
don't
up
know.
Corona, that's the first thing that's popping up?
No, not like that, but I don't know. Okay, Trump junk. Today, because of coronavirus, Trump and another milking degenerate secrecy. I lost my place. Okay. Trump and another Milliken degenerate Treasury Sec Munich are bailing out high yield junk. Milken degenerate flunkies. Fat Leon. Number 1 CLO manager. Handler Jeffries. Cheers from Chris. Healthcare fraud is pretty serious shit. What securities laws should be? They know it's serious shit, and who knows what's under all the black, you know. Let me see. Okay, let's see. I don't really care. Alright. Epstein. Alright. Dark mode, sure. Well, we're trying to bring everything to light, but what does it matter? Paste. Okay, it only pasted black words. Or the white words. Okay, so I don't think it did it. Okay, moving on. The criminally associated with this White House. The criminality associated with this White House is off the charts. They already knew. And that was 2019. This was a blatant attempt to intimidate a whistleblower. He, I think a male, although very effeminate voice, was an anonymous coward scumbag who threatened me and then called another 11 to 12 times after that. This is a very serious matter. Felony. I intend to see him prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law within weeks of filing a complaint against the secretary and you. Okay, here. Let's search Trump. Crazy. This one just says his name, Donald Trump. Ew. Wikipedia? What's going on here? What the fuck? Did he have notes of him in his files? Why is this here?
What is it?
I just like stuff about Trump. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, let's put Donald. Okay, from Ghislaine Maxwell to J. Jep. Forward Google alert Jeffrey Epstein. Check out Trump. Oh, this is 2015. Check out Trump. The Terramar Project, Facebook, Twitter, G+, Pinterest, Instagram, Pledge, The Daily Catch. Jeffrey Epstein, Daily Update, News, Hillary and Bill Clinton saying the former president would soon face new troubles related to his friendship with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Huh. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna put I'm gonna put black people and see if they were being racist in those files and if they released it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Black people with blue eyes. Okay, I don't know why he sent an email about that.
They probably use more offensive words for black people.
Maybe he wanted to traffic black people. You cannot believe how many black people on Miami Beach. It is like an MLK meeting. So racist.
What the fuck? Wait, who sent that? Is it like redacted?
It's to Jeffrey Epstein from whoever knows. It could be anyone. It could be Trump. It could be anyone. Who knows?
The way they're just like insane stuff in here and it's just not even being talked about. Like, what? Why is there just stuff like this too? Like, what the fuck?
You cannot believe how many black... Oh, that one's the same one I just read. Wait, what? Why did it keep... How many people did he fucking complain about how many black people were on the beach? He sent this email like a billion times. Like, bruh, is it really bothering you that bad? Okay. Like, we can't be on the beach? Anyways. Encore, confronting the contradictions of America's past. Oh my god. It's like they were planning out an apology to black people. Like, oh, is this good enough? I don't even know. Because why was it sent back and forth in the emails? I mean, it's just a moment to reflect upon. Just starting with the question of what happened to black people is not sufficient to understanding that at the end of the day, the very notion of settlement in this country was not about procuring resources of the purposes of wealth accumulation. That was true for most who came to this country. Maybe not true for a small band of partisans who landed in Massachusetts, who imagined the recreation of very special religious community. But even that vision of American society didn't last very long, so it's certainly true. Okay, so this one, I do think it's something different. Okay. What? Okay, so this is 2014. So weird. Okay, dear friend, map. The Africa without Ebola. No Ebola. Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. No Ebola, no Ebola. Ebola is frightening, unpredictable disease. Nearly 5,000 West Africans have died from the current outbreak, with more than 13,000 people thought infected. However, so far the problem remains largely limited to Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Two other countries, Nigeria and Senegal, have had cases, yet are now Ebola free. The Dominican Republic Congo had, or the DR Congo, I'm not sure if it does mean Dominican Republic, the DR Congo had an outbreak of a different strain of Ebola that now looks like it might be contained. And while there has been one case of the disease in Mali, the patient died and no others have been confirmed at the time of writing, though that may well change. God, the troubling rise of far-right parties in Europe. I'm so confused. Like, what? Should black voters keep their faith in Obama? Next time someone says white privilege isn't real, show them this. Huh. I'm confused. Why? What is this? Why? Huh. I don't get it. I don't know why that wasn't there. Okay, let's look up Life Touch. Alright, let's see. Writer requests an opening of grand jury subfile for grand jury information. 4chan. Please be advised. Please be advised that the custodian of records for 4chan community is not a U.S. citizen or an alternative from availability. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's see. So how do I just see all of the files? I feel like they're not making it easy to find. Like, is it this? It's crazy because right here it says redactions of victim names and other identifying information have been applied. In audio files, redactions of victim names and other identifying information have been implemented through the use of steady, solid tone. And it's crazy because they didn't redact the victims. They redacted the fucking perpetrators. They did that shit on purpose. Anyways. So, DOJ disclosures.
Wait, I'm tossing this orange.
Okay.
Did you want it?
It's fine. Epstein Files, Transparency Act. Okay.
Did you actually want it?
It's fine. Okay, data set 1, review files. Okay, so this is just data set 1. So I don't even know how many there are, because I go to 9 and then now we're at 13. Let's see. Yeah, this just goes on and on. I don't even know how long these files are. I'm just gonna click through a couple of them. Go back to the first page.
Are there like slurs in the files, or are they censored?
I don't know. 7/6/19, New York. Okay. Man, then you have to click on each one. Like, why can't they just like have like a little arrow? Okay, some pictures. Pictures of looks like New York. Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, looks like maybe his like living space. Ew, it was broken into. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. This seems like all about his house. So let's just go to like the second one. See. His house looks so fucking creepy. The energy looks so dark. Ew. So weird. Just a weird vibe of the house. Ew. Just honestly, I feel like a naked portrait isn't the weirdest thing to have. It's just this person having that. It's just very odd. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, this looks like a room where they could have had victims in, possibly, just because it's like pink and decorated. But I don't know. Here, let's see. Maybe they could be giving the victims these robes and these things, towels and stuff and such. The bathroom for the victims, maybe. It does seem like, you know, where they could have had like the children staying, you know, who knows. let's go to the next one. Creepy stairs. Okay. So I feel like that could be weird because, you know, it could be used with burying bodies, I will say. I don't know. Okay, let's go to let's try to go through these pages a little quicker because I feel like these are mostly just his house. Like, we're not gonna need to go through another set. Or honestly, this might be like the island. Some redacted, probably redacted kids in this picture with Jeffrey. Or models that were coming through the model agency but getting sex trafficked. These could be kids' drawings. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it could be kids' drawings. Sad. Just very sad. Him and a girl. Oh my god, a naked body. Another naked body, but the other one was like a picture that he had taken. A naked body. This one, honestly, a lot of these could be like the victims. Like, these could be real victims, but he either had a painter there or another victim that was also a painter could have painted the other victims. Like, yeah, so these could be real people. Like, this looks like a real sad person. Like, this really could have been one of his victims. I don't know. It's sad. Okay. Little red bag. Gem. Bathroom. That's weird. Okay, let's go to another section. Actually, let's go to the last section.
You wanna go to Taco Bell?
Sure.
Guys, make sure you guys are supporting my wife. She's honestly very valid for her opinions because the world is crazy. Very crazy.
Yeah.
I know it seems like, I feel like we're at a point where it's like, damn, like, we're not crazy for looking at stuff. Like I feel like if I was a kid seeing myself, like, how I'd be looking into things, I would be like scared because it's like, dang, it's like conspiracy theories type of shit. But not like in that way, but it's like, damn, like, I'm gonna go all down these rabbit holes and see this shit. Like, and it's because this shit is like unbelievable. Like, why are there such insane stuff going on in the world? I would have never thought like that sounds like fucking some like fake like that sounds like shit that is non-existent, and it's just real. It's crazy. They're eating the babies.
Yeah.
That's nasty. That's disgusting. That's awful. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Literally, they're doing unimaginable things. We don't know what's unreleased.
Like, it's like anything's possible. In the worst way possible, anything's possible.
Yeah. It's really bad. We're really cooked if we don't do something about this. We're really cooked if we don't do something about this, chat. Like, seriously, we have to do something about this shit. It's not okay. We can't let it slide. But I think I'm gonna leave it here. But I will leave it with just telling you guys to just look up March 7th on TikTok, and please just do anything that you can to like participate in the strike. I just feel like whatever happens. If you're saying like, oh, I'm gonna get fired, are they gonna fire everyone? No. So let's just do it. One day, come on, one day. Let's just lock in for one day, see what difference we can make, and demand these changes. Let's demand this justice. Let's get things right. Let's get things to how they should be. And I have so much more to say. I have so many more thoughts, but I can go on and on for hours about all this stuff. So I will end it here. This is a lot of information. It's a lot to take in anyway. So there's, I will probably be making another video at some point. If there's more that comes out, or if I do some more digging and I'm able to find something in the Epstein files that I want to bring attention to, then I will. But yeah, it was already weird that I was finding them mentioning black people in the emails. It's just really weird. I'm not emailing about other races personally. I don't know. They just, you know, there's just an obsession with black people. It's just, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You know, there's an obsession with black people. But yeah, this was a really hard, like, video to make. I was really procrastinating it for a really long time. Wanted to make this. I've been having this on my mind so heavily, and now it just feels like a weight is finally lifted, because you don't know how badly, like, specifically the mummified babies affected me, and it was just like, I want to be able to talk about it with someone. I want people to know what's going on. I want it to be known. I want people to fucking know. I want them to say something. I want them to do something, like take a stance, do something, like do something. Please look at March 7th on TikTok. Do what you can, help what you can, protest, please make a stance, use your voice, please. Everyone has a voice, please use it. Now it is more important than ever. What would happen if like a month from now, boom, they stripped away our freedom of speech, which they're trying to do, by the way. So please just use your voice. Always use your voice. Always do what you can. Do the right thing. And yeah, just make sure the people around you know what's going on, because not everyone could know. They could be censoring stuff. I do have a theory that people that were interested before, that's whose For You page it probably ended up on, but the people that never were interested, maybe it didn't end up on their feed at all, and then they, like, we're all thinking like, oh, it's all over my feed. Well, everyone knows. Well, maybe it's on our feed because we already were interested, and maybe the people that were never really interested, maybe they're just never going to find out. So just make sure that you are spreading it, talking about it with people IRL, making sure that they really do know what's going on, just because what we're seeing on our For You page versus what's happening in real life, it's not fucking lining up. Every scroll, Epstein. Real life, we're all acting normal. Something's not adding up. So make sure that you're chatting with these people. Make sure everyone knows what's going on. March 7th on TikTok, and yes, hopefully everyone has a great day. It's hard to say that, but I mean, still, you need to take care of yourself, try to enjoy your life, have a great day. It's still part of it. I feel like the only way to fight all of this is, like Bad Bunny said, we are gonna need some love to fight it too. I mean, I think we're gonna need also what Kanye said, we're gonna need both. So we're gonna need revolution, we're gonna need some anger, we're also gonna need some love. So we're gonna need some anger versus against the people that need it. We're gonna need love to bring us all together, help each other. And yeah, there's so much more to say, but I don't want to be assassinated, so I'm gonna end it here. Goodbye.